Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of my merry friends, and welcome to this brand new day. And once again, thank you everybody that comes along with me on this journey of exploration. It is very, very cool that anybody at all watches, and it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do this to keep my head together, and it is very, very cool. Thank you so much. Also, itchy upper lip and nose part. What is that part of your lip called? I can't remember, it's got a name. Anyway, though, for the Shelton, Washington weather report, it was actually kind of warmish last night. Not rainy, it was halfway sunny. I went for walkies and just wore a shirt like this and was fine. Slightly chill, but I do better when it's slightly chill, so thumbs up on that. It's getting brighter and brighter and brighter up until like, what, June 22nd or so, when it's the longest night of the year. But, you know, it's like 5:30 in the morning and it gets all bright and sunny, so thumbs up for that. Well, I mean, it starts getting brighter. It isn't until after 6-ish in some that it gets bright and sunny. So, thumbs up for that. As a real quick thing, which isn't real quick at all, because I'm using this platform to talk about the stuff that happens in my head and trying to plot my way through life and such. And again, thank you for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. I, of course, am doing things like talking about my ADHD medications and how it makes me feel and what I'm doing. Well, yesterday, in the evening, at the early morning, I had taken my 10, and then later another 10, and then in the afternoon took another 10, and then at 3 o'clock took my final 10. 6 o'clock that night, I just didn't want to feel me going away. And so I took another 10 milligrams of Ritalin at 6 o'clock p.m. The weird thing is, I mean, I understand when you have ADHD, stimulants affect you differently. And I am affected so differently, it's bizarre. I mean, I take all this stimulant. It's a stimulant. And it slows me down. My pulse stays low. My pulse is normally between 50 and 60. When I'm on all this stimulant, my pulse is between 50 and 60. I fall asleep in my chair here after taking, 20 milligrams of this stimulant. At 6 o'clock last night, I took that extra 10 milligrams. I went to bed a little bit later, but I've been going to bed a little bit later here. I've been having pain and such issues. So it's like 11 o'clock when I finally got the light off and went to bed after taking that extra 10 at 6 o'clock that night. I slept. It was great. Every time I have taken a stimulant before going to sleep, every time I have taken a stimulant before I go to sleep, I sleep great. I slept wonderfully. Yes, I woke early from pain, but even that didn't hurt as much. I mean, my blood pressure goes up a little, or it has. I'm not quite sure. I haven't checked it in a few days. So I don't even know if my blood pressure is still going up from taking the stimulant. I mean, so far, it's amazing. Because I've mentioned before, and I'm just amazed at this, and I can feel it happening now in the morning time. I've mentioned how when my normal brain is unmedicated, days pass like hours and weeks pass like days. My life has zoomed underneath me like that, and up until I started being medicated, it had continued to do that. Like this morning, I got up at approximately 5:15, 5-ish, something like that. And I came in here and I waited until 5:30 and I took my first 10 milligrams of the medication. From 5 until 6 o'clock, it rushed. It was like 5-10 minutes. From 6 o'clock till about 10 after 6, I could tell the med had kicked in because that 10-minute period felt like it took longer than the entire time that I had been up already. Time slows down so much when I am not on the meds. Days, and they're gone. And now, when I'm on these medications at noon, I literally feel like I've been up for 1 or 2 days, and it's only been 6 hours. Time has slowed down that much for me, and I'm unsure what to do with all that extra time. So it's amazing. Quite amazing. I don't want to spend my entire time talking about it, but it is a very important thing. So yeah, I've got another half tablet today. I've taken my first dose at 5:30. I'm going to take my next one at 7:30. I'm going to take the next dose right around 12:30, and then the next one around 2:30, and then another dose at 6. All of them just 10 milligrams. I'm not doing anything too much more than that because the average dose is like 60 milligrams in a day with a maximum of around 90 for this particular medication. So I gotta be careful. But so far, as stated, my body is just treating this almost like it's a way to calm down. So yeah, and I've been making phone calls and doing things, so I'm actually getting things done. Also, of course, not getting things done, just taking time, like yesterday, fully medicated. I didn't do anything. I played video games. I watched videos. I went walkies. I came back. I watched more videos, played video games, and then I went to bed. I didn't do anything constructive. I'd also mentioned before how I'm in the honeymoon phase of taking the medication. I'm just enjoying having a brain that's working semi-properly. It is so nice to be able to think and concentrate and remember like a normal person, which again is one of the reasons that I take this around 6 so that it doesn't wear off as I'm going before I go to sleep. Being able to remember, being able to think, being able to concentrate and focus is something I have not been able to do for decades. Just being able to do that now is such a nice feeling. Because again, I get nothing physically out of the medication. I can't tell physically when I've taken it because I don't feel anything physically. I don't feel anything mentally. You know, there's no euphoria. There's no change that I can tell. I have no physical or mental feelings from the medication. It's just that I can think. I can remember. I can concentrate. I can focus. And being able to do that is such a thing. That's why I like to take the meds so that it doesn't go away. And on the other things that I've written down, because again, I didn't want to spend my entire time. One of the things that I saw yesterday, because I've been watching a lot of Call Me Kevin's Twitch streams, and I'm going to start streaming soon as I can figure out a way to do it, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, because apparently even YouTube is good for streaming, but you know, Twitch is popular, so I'll probably go back to doing that because I had streamed before. But one of the things that they had given him to watch was a short clip of this one person who it's not even mashups, but there is a type of mashup that people do for songs where you just manipulate the song itself. You don't bring in other songs. Typical mashups are you take the singing from this song You take the music from this song, and then you remove the, music, lyrics, put them together so that they're two different songs, but they're mixed in such a way that they fit. They make a third new song. This type of mashup is weird because it's only manipulating the song itself. Like this particular one is Imagine Dragons, Radioactive, and they take the first line, I'm waking up. Okay, that's it. That's the lyrics for the entire song. And they pitch shift and tone correct it. So it's just, I'm waking up, I'm waking up, I'm waking up, I'm waking up. So later on in the lyrics, he's just going, I'm waking up, up, I'm waking up, up, I'm waking up, up, I'm waking up, up. And it's just so stupid to do that. It's hysterical. It's like someone else had done, Smash Mouth with their song. Well, I can't even remember the title, but that, well, the years keep coming but then they pitch shifted that. So it's just, and the years keep coming, and the years keep coming, and the years keep coming, and the years keep coming. And that's the entire song, the lyrics of. I don't know why I find this sort of thing so hysterical and so good, but I do, and search it out if you enjoy that sort of thing. But yeah, that is absolutely freaking awesome the way people do that. And real quick, because a long time ago, decades ago, I wrote a novella, a horror novella that was directly based on, there was, possibly still is, I don't know if she's still alive, but it was like the name Dana Reed, and I don't know if that's her actual name or if it was like a pseudonym, but not a very good writer, but wrote and got published. So I'm not going to dunk on them too hard because, hey, books out there, got paid, people read. I bought one of the books. Well, I bought almost everything she wrote just because it was so terrible. But this last one, Deathbringer, that I had read, it inspired me so much because it was so terrible. It was everything thrown into the story. I mean, literally everything. There was a psycho killer with psychic powers who was killing people, and there were monsters and zombies and a haunted house. And then it was everything thrown into it. Nobody acted like human beings would act. I could sort of see it because it was funny at the same time as not, because there were it was an older mother and her daughter, and the daughter who was middle-aged, so she was the main character. She and her mother would wake up, and then there'd be another mangled corpse on the front yard, and they would argue about whose turn it was to go clean up the corpse this time. And people don't act like that, but it was also funny as well as stupid because you were supposed to take it seriously and be frightened, while it's also funny because of this stupid stuff happening. And I got inspired because of that, and I wrote a long novella about a person whose family had been killed. His wife and children were dead. And so he went to this small town in western Washington to recover. Unfortunately, he did not know that where he went to recover from the death of his wife, there was a Black Widow killer, serial killer. She was residing there to go to ground because of increased police stuff going on. And there were also the swamp with the swamp monsters. And then there was also a rich fellow whose wife had died, and he was mad at the town, so he was, of course, summoning the demons. And nobody knew about the mutated plant that was going through and killing and eating people. And everything exploded when the guy got there. And of course, everybody in town dies except for him and the serial killer woman, whom he doesn't know she's a serial killer. And she's got mental issues. She doesn't want to do this anymore. She's tired of it. She wants to give it up. She's falling for the guy. He's falling for her. At the end, they're the only survivors. Everyone else is gone. That it's just leveled, mud, and destroyed vegetation everywhere. And he's like, I did it. I did it. I did it. I survived and you survived. we lived. And then, of course, that's when she stabs him because, well, she just can't get out of that. And so she's the only survivor. And that's where the story ends. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them right now. Afterward, I'm going to read every comment. I've already said that part. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. So thank you very much. Definitely appreciate it. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker. And even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, partially treated ADHD, and more, I am sometimes lucky I can remember what my own name is. So we have Quack Lopez, thumbs up and thank you. Tommy Nelson, greatly appreciated, good to see you in the comments. Arthur Morgan, thumbs up. We have Christopher Thomas, thank you very, very much, and always good to see you in the comments as well. Din Corda, greatly appreciated. Adrian Bryan, best of luck with everything. Rebel Mate, oh boy, I'll have to make a whole new video about that again. Nando Rice Cheruti, greatly appreciated. Ooh, I drank some soda before I started recording, now the gas wants out. Sasha Boy 2, thumbs up and thank you. Zard, Hatter Graphics, greatly appreciated. Ollie B, well, that's interesting information, thank you. Jesse Newcomb, greatly appreciated. Inman Gammon, thumbs up. And then we have Random King 54, greatly appreciated. And Ricky Bettini with a daily reminder to live every day to its fullest. And then we have Vincenzo, thumbs up. And there is Coco's, greatly appreciated. Sayu, and then some form of character that I do not recognize, but thank you very, very much. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Arik Para, thumbs up and thank you. Grug, greatly appreciated. And that is all. 22 people who left me comments, greatly appreciated. Get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thumbs up and thank you so much. It is appreciated to no end. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well. Or hopefully today I will finally update it to have things like Reptisand and hamster food and hamster bedding and cat food. If you could check it out, that would be awesome. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence, a definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could just hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Thank you very, very much. Definitely a thumbs up on that. And of course, I do not know where the Duckhead of Scorn has absconded to. I do not know where the Horsehead of Encouragement is. I am not sure what possible battle that may be occurring. They have left behind the grand and powerful artifact, the lobster hat. Who knows what it portends? Hopefully, nothing horrific. And of course, Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate. Good golly, Miss Molly. And during these very hard times, please try to stay as safe and creative as you possibly can. It is a very good thing. So, if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. And if you do, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face. Maintain your social distancing, get a vaccination shot if you can. Always. You have to laugh at yourself when you stumble over your own tongue. Getting mad isn't going to do a thing. So you might as well laugh. So thumbs up for that. You take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a definite thumbs up.